Consciousness itself is all about your ability to attend and perceive. That's it. That is why you think you are nothing more than giving attention and receiving attention. You are nothing more than giving attention and receiving attention. Your look is not your personality. Maybe it is one of the aspect of your personality. Your attention is not your consciousness. Maybe that is one of the aspect of your consciousness. So understand, if wife wants husband's attention, she has to just look sad and uncomfortable. If husband wants wife's attention, he just has to look comfortable and happy. Listen, after a long time, husband and wife one-liners. All the one-liners actually does not match for all, but most matches for most. Anyhow, listen to this. If you use a diamond to rub the diamond, both diamonds will be polished. If you use your attention to rub your third eye, whatever you know as your consciousness, if you use all of that and rub your third eye will be awakened. I tell you, when you don't know, either it is secret, unknown, or sacred, impossible. But if you know, it's a science. There are some fellows who think it is secret. They are afraid of it. Oh, for the sake of heaven, for God's sake, don't open. They think it is secret, unknown. We don't know. Why unnecessarily getting into it? Let's not touch it. There are some people who feel, oh, it is too sacred for me. For me, it is not possible. Then why to encourage people? Say, it doesn't work, that is not that way. Talk something stupid, foolish, which neither people understand nor you can go on justifying it, confusing people. I tell you, it is fortunately sacred, unfortunately secret, but in reality science. Sri Mahanidas.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained how we go beyond the outer world, we can experience the oneness. Now you can see Balasan's, how she's tied with a tissue paper in her eyes, completely covered, and on top of that the eye band. 3 tissues and an eye band to completely cover, and she writes in detail. There is no one mistake of where she's drawing. Today we are going to draw inside an layer. You can make triangles and circles in a paper and get your eye bands. Just by the third eye, you're going to experience the oneness with Paramashiva and manifest the powers. Beautifully, the doctor explains how Bhagwan's third eye is so active.
To derive scientific evidences for meditation and the state of his enlightenment.
Usually the brain is so active, there are 100 billion brain cells there. But what meditation does is something very interesting. It shows the frontal lobes getting more active. The frontal lobe is where you have judgment, wisdom, reasoning. Here are some of the brain scans I'm going to share with you. This is alert, non-meditative state. The second one is 30 minutes into 30 minutes meditation. Look at the frontal lobes, how they light up. They light it up big time. 60 minutes of deep meditation, and here is a deep, deep level of meditation where it lights up significantly right there, right in the middle, probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches deeper.
From time immemorial, it is believed that great masters are always in the state of bliss or causeless happiness. They are unconditionally happy. With modern sophisticated equipments, we are able to detect this truth that dopamine secretion is always abundant in the case of Paramahamsa Nithyananda.
The D really stands for divine spark. The D also stands for delight, and the dopamine spark. What's also interesting is that he could, at will, go in and out of the stage. So we asked Swamiji when he came from the scanning room, when we saw this one, we asked Swamiji, what were you exactly doing when so and so thing happened? He didn't know what was there. He did not see the pictures yet. He said, really interestingly, there were 3 people there. He said, I opened my third eye. And that's stunning because I learned about third eye as a child. I didn't read about it for a long time, what it is today. But what he said was, I asked him to describe more in detail what does he mean by third eye. And he said, it's a deep meditated state. It's probably very, very deep state. But he said, it looks like a small petal on one side going and joining. Another petal comes and joins, and you join together, and then it becomes the third eye. Like a blissful state that you experience in the third eye. So that's really a very, very interesting and fascinating finding, and we're going to talk about it for a long time.
Beautifully, he explained how Bhagavan goes into the multiple space of deeper and deeper samadhi. The subtler and subtler he becomes. The third eye becomes so vibrant. The control center, command center becomes the way of executing the whole manifestation as reality. Science is able to grasp to this extent what is in Bhagavan is happening as a ultimate science. Now all of us can experience this oneness when we start listening to our inner space and connect to the Paramashiva space in us. Now, if you have the Jnananjan in your Kantamala, apply in your third eye and your temples and start recording so that you can have amazing video of how you're downloading the greater science. And if you have an eye band, tie it in such a way the light does not pass through this. When the light passes through this, your readings are not very clear. Dark, then simply it starts appearing in your third eye, all the letters and all in form of sound, in form of picture, in form of colors. You can see and experience the whole science of third eye when your eyes are completely closed and completely dark. So keep an eye band and tie your eye bands. If you get few of the things correct, try to draw inside the object. If you get it correctly inside the object, you can make circles or you can make some faces and you can draw some nose or eyes in the part of the face any way you want it. Just draw a few diagrams and leave it on the page. Or if you want to do third eye reading also, you can have some books and you can read through your third eye. Now let's get into the deep meditation of sit straight with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Visualize Paramashiva, Parashakti, her Devi, her grace, her beautiful smiles, her gestures, her weapons, her attire, her awesome looks, everything. Just be there with her in your third eye. Bring your awareness. You be the witness to your awareness. And simply you merge into the oneness with Paramashiva. All we need to do is only just witness. The more you're able to be there with that without getting disturbed, you are got it. You have the space of Paramashiva, the pure space, absolute unclutching from outer world. Because only when you know the answer to a question, you can't think about the question again if you know the solution. Same way, how you can understand that Paramashiva is the very solution of who you are and how you exist and how you speak. Everything about you is the Paramashiva space in you. Hold that powerful space. Bhagavan says, even paint your past with Paramashiva space and simply you'll know that you are Paramashiva. Because you're breathing, because you're experiencing, you are Paramashiva. So that which is there in the deep sleep, that awareness, that is what you are. Just witness that for few minutes, entangling with Bhagavan, chanting the Mahavakya, merging into Bhagavan's lotus feet. Again and again, drop everything to Bhagavan's lotus feet. The depth of the cognition will become more and more, and you will start amazingly bring auspiciousness, abundance, healing to yourself and the family members. So much of unconscious anger, jealousy, cunningness, guilt, suffering that we are going through is because we are so stuck with that. We engage all the outer world, all the things, the root pattern, just for a few minutes. Just drop everything other than Paramashiva and experience just oneness with Paramashiva, entangling with him in completely in the oneness space. Start chanting the Mahavakya. Once you start chanting the Mahavakya, you will start reading the words. Whatever appears, just start flowing and writing it down. And once you open your eyes, you can verify authentically and share with the world. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya intensely.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Beautiful. If you have tied your eyes, go ahead, open your eyes and remove your blindfolds and see authentically and verify whether you have drawn inside the circles or squares that you have mentioned, or you have done a third eye reading. Please check the page number, page detail, the colors, whatever you have mentioned there, just verify with what is there in the page that you scanned and take a picture of that. You never know how beautifully correct you are, and simply you can experience more and more oneness. When the Balasan started reading, or any of the kids, first thing they do, they know that third eye is real and they know that they can read. So from the context they start seeing very clearly that they are reading the whole book. And simply when they start trying, even if they are absolutely wrong, even for a couple of days, third day they just get it completely, because the context they are holding is so auspicious. It becomes a reality. Whatever context we are cherishing, that becomes real in our life. If the powers, we stop doubting all that, we make that as the ultimate reality. All the great Mahans, Ramana Maharshi or Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, so beautifully manifested so many powers. Bhagavan is guiding us with all the powers. In one of the satsang, Bhagavan says that Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, when he was a little boy, he just stopped the storm once, the hurricane, and simply the boat toppled, and then all the people fell down and they were missing after that. So after that, the reaction was the cosmos stopped the power. So you should know the science behind this. That is why Bhagavan gives the samyama, guides us through the whole thing. There's a lot of science behind all this. The more intelligence happens to us, the more we can understand the science, how it functions as reality. It's not some random thing that is happening. Bhagavan is not wasting any of our time. He says, if I make you do something, 10 years of your life, I will just make it in 10 seconds. That much of work, I do it before so that you don't waste your time. So clearly, Bhagavan has given us the guidelines how we can experience the oneness and manifest the powers. Initiated us, Devi has come down today to initiate us into third eye. So auspicious day today for us to experience the ultimate consciousness. Each one of us are Brahmanya Bahuputratam. All are inheritance, favorite inheritance of the cosmos, gods and goddesses who have come down, and you are here. If you are here, be very clear, do Anga Pradakshina and be very gratitude to yourself also, Bhagavan says, because understanding this higher science and manifesting powers is not just possible for anybody. Only the intelligent few can experience this higher reality. More and more you manifest powers, more you started understanding the higher reality, how life does not touch us, and how you can manifest your wealth and luxury, all the wealth, happiness, bliss, abundance, everything just as your reality. This is a science Bhagavan is teaching each one of us, like how you have the college and schools to teach. Bhagavan is making you manifest abundance and shows you how you can manifest in your life. It is not just the class 40 minutes, but also in your reality. Even if you experience 3-4 seconds, you will manifest abundance in a huge way. That is why he keeps the power manifestation immediately after the darshan, for us to experience, each one of us to experience the abundance and the bliss. So let's start chanting the Mahavakya for one more cycle, for few more minutes. Put away your gadgets, put away everything except what you need, the books where you have marked the circles and the squares where you're going to draw inside the object, or you want to do third eye reading, you can use your Living Enlightenment book or Bhagavad Gita abridged version for doing the third eye reading. So beautiful that all of us just melt into the Paramashiva space and just surrender yourself to Bhagwan's lotus feet to manifest through you all the auspiciousness. Simply you will see the higher reality happening in action. So let's start chanting the Mahavakya from the navel center with a deep listening and merging into Bhagwan's oneness space.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes.
Paramashivoham,
Let the Amrita pour,
Paramashivoham,
let the Varni open up,
Paramashivoham,
manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes.
Paramashivoham,
Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. The oneness capsule. Please open your eyes and remove your eye bands and verify how beautifully you have manifested the space, states, and powers of Paramashiva, the Kailasha of Paramashiva. And Angelica, beautiful that you have manifested the power. And Pragnyanama, thank you so much. All your beautiful space, all of us together manifesting these powers is the most amazing time Advait has. Thank you so much. And please share this with your friends and family. Tag it to your friends and family. Write it in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation or your local social media. Anywhere is fine. But write it and say that you are Paramashiva. There is nothing to be shy or nothing to be unreal, because everybody is a reflection of you and they are Paramashiva. Whether it is Sadashiva Brahmender or Arunagiri Yogeshwara, all of them, Arunagiri Nadar, sorry, all of them saw everybody else as only consciousness. They did not see as humans. Only till we are human, we see somebody as human. When we are in the oneness with Paramashiva, everything that we see, even the laptop that you see, it will be Paramashiva. That is why in India we worship everything. Whether it is a car or whether it is a laptop, they do puja for everything. Because everything that exists is Paramashiva and everything that is happening is Parashakti. The manifestation simply happens to each one of us as reality. Holding that space is the ultimate. So please go ahead and share this powerful cognition, Bhagwan's blessing, whatever you experience with the world. From the space, you are Paramashiva and they are all Paramashivas that you are sharing with. And thank you for contributing, Pragnyanama, for Kailasha. And all these only builds your inner space as Kailasha, even 1 unit of your currency. If you vote for Paramashiva, what happens? That becomes your cognition. It's a very great science. That is why every temple, the first thing you enter, there'll be a hundi near the Dvajastambha. That is because even you drop a coin, and the same way we used to drop a coin in the temple tank, and the copper when you drink is so good. And the temple tank, we used to drop the copper coins. Now the coins are different. But it's so well designed how each and every action leads you to the higher consciousness. Each and every word, Bhagavan sculpts it into our system. How Paramashiva becomes reality. Just simple integrity, simple obedience, we become the ultimate. Let's surrender all this beautiful space to Paramashiva's lotus feet. Again and again, feeling the oneness space with Paramashiva, the powerful cognition and power manifestation. Deeply surrender to Bhagwan's lotus feet and thank Bhagwan with a deep yearning and gratitude, making Paramashiva as our reality. Let's end this session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. See you again after the next satsang or next darshan. Thank you, Nithyananda.